What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? So I'm just watching, or I'm just watching the computer take on my Knicks. So I'm just gonna pause it real quick. I did order Saints Row. I've never played Saints Row before. Actually, I have, but I haven't played it consistently. But anyway, today's video is about what is 20 versus 1, which is basically, I've seen that all over YouTube. It's basically where, it's kind of like a hookup dating site. You know what I'm saying? iShowSpeed has been in one. Kai Cenat has been in one. It's basically where they take, it could be 10, it could be 20, females, and they put them up against you. You basically have to, see if they're the one for you. It's kind of like speed dating, but in real life. They come up to you, they introduce you. If you like them, you say pass. If you don't, then you give them the boot, right? So with the guy that I posted on my shorts, he basically told Cuban if she was interested in doing that. Cuban said yes. Okay, the guy obviously didn't really do his homework. So he wound up giving her the money without thinking twice. You know what I'm saying? He made her sign a contract, which basically states, you blah 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 have to do this, blah 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 blah. And Cuban Dog was just, ducking him. Oh, I forgot. Oh, this and that. Oh, this and that. So, and I was always up for Cuban Dog to do one of these, because ever since Jada Youngin died, which was Cuban Dog's last boyfriend, if you want to go even further back, Tater was actually his first. I would probably say this. Tater was Cuban Dog's last. No, Tater was Cuban Dog's first love. Tater was Cuban Dog's last love. Ever since Jada Youngin died, she's been obviously by herself. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't. I mean, obviously she caught a little thing with what's his name? The Bronx rapper. I forgot his name. But obviously, that didn't really end well. And then top 5, obviously, he's dealing with his prison, his shooting sentence, whatever, or his legal troubles. So it's been a rough patch. It's been a rough patch for Cuban Dog. She just turned 26 yesterday. 27 yesterday. So she's getting up there in age. She's still technically young at a year. 27 is still young. I'm God's age right now, 33. So, but yeah, clock is ticking. She don't have any kids outside of her, nieces and nephews. That's all about it. She lost her mom. Tough life. A lot of people saying, "Oh, she's broke. She don't got no money. She's living off of Airbnbs. Those. I don't even know what you call them. I guess you call them Airbnbs. It's basically where you rent like a fancy place for birthday parties, weddings, holiday, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Um, people saying that she's living off of them. You know what I'm saying? Obviously she has the money too. So, I don't know how long you can live in those things. I've never been in one before, but it's basically where you can rent out the place for like a couple of days, 4 days, 5 days, and then obviously you would have to give the money. You would have to give the house back. And if they find the house in good condition, then they'll give you, your direct deposit. I don't know if it's going to be a lot because obviously celebrities and normal people are different. You know what I'm saying? Because every house I see her in is always different. Like I don't know if that's really her house or somebody else's house, or she's just, living from house to house. Technically, she can have a house if she wants to. She can actually buy a house if she wants to, but, you just don't see her in tours. You don't see her music-wise. You don't see her, with, Megan Thee Stallion or Nicki Minaj or Cardi B. Hell, even Young and May fell off. You don't even hear her anymore. And she used to pop. She was a hit 3 years ago, or 2 years, no, yeah, 3 years ago she was a pop, but now you don't even hear her no more, so, I really don't know, I'm not gonna intervene in her life, I'm not gonna, obviously I can't tell her what to do, because, she's her, she's her own person, but, I was against it for Kid to do the 20 verses, one versus 20, or whatever you call it. But now it's like I said, man, clock is ticking for her. I'm not saying that. I wish bad upon nobody, but you just never know when your time is up. You know what I'm saying? But I just want her to be happy. You know what I'm saying? So I think she should do the 20 verses and see if there's a rapper, and these are just regular guys. You know what I'm saying? They're not rappers. They're not, some of them probably do YouTube on the side. Like these are just regular guys, Or maybe she don't like regular guys. I don't know what her type is, but to come for supper, hold on, let me pause it because I'm looking at the TV and I'm looking at the camera at the same time. To look at it for full circle, Cupido has to do what's best for her at the end of the day, Whether she wants to be single for the rest of her life, females don't mature until their 40s. So right now she's still in her I'm trying to figure myself out stage. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if she does it, kudos. I'll watch it. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but I'll watch it if she ever decides to do it. Because the dude in the video, he did everything that he could. He booked her, he made her sign a contract. At the end of the day, it's like, maybe she was scared. Who knows? You just don't know. And I've been saying Cupido needs to find a regular dude. Stop dating these rappers that turn out either dead or mistreating you and stuff like that. Like, just find a regular dude. Like, look at Molly Brazy. Have a baby. I mean, she has a baby by a regular dude. The dude is not a rapper. He's just a guy that works a 9 to 5 job. You know, simple as that. But Cuban Doll doesn't see it that way. Or maybe she's not fit to be a mom. I don't know. I mean, her birthday was before Mother's Day. My birthday is after Valentine's Day. No, before Valentine's Day. So we kind of get like a little, chemistry here and there, I mean, she's celebrating Mother's Day. I'm celebrating Valentine's Day. The way I see it, that's why, that's what. I mean, I'm not gonna say that's what drew her to me. It was just, I don't know. It's just the way she carries herself. I mean, you don't see her in the spotlight like that. I mean, you don't see her on TV constantly. Like if I go on the streets right now and I ask anybody who's Cuban Doll, people's gonna say, who? Who's that? Now everybody heard of Asian Doll, but Cuban Doll, who's that? Never heard of her. As soon as I say Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, everybody knows who that is because they're recognizable. Cuban Doll is not at that stage yet, or I don't think she cares about being in that limelight. And that's the same way my baby mama was. Like, she wasn't on social media like that. The only thing she had was freaking Snapchat at the time. And she's also a tourist, so, I mean, it freaking goes hand in hand, I guess. So when I see Cuban Doll, I see a little bit of, my baby mama in her, So, yeah. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. And if you're hearing this, Cuban Doll, please don't scam people, because it's a bad look on them, and especially it's a bad look on you. Because if you're trying to get these endorsement deals, then a lot of people are going to shy away from you. A lot of people are going to stop doing business with you because of what you do. Whether it's wrong, whether it's right, you can't mess up people's business like that, Now, maybe she picks and chooses on who she wants to do business with. But like I said, those two people that she scammed, I would have sued the hell out of her if I was them. But they didn't do that. Why? I don't know. That's the first rule of business. If you're getting scammed, call the police. Say I got scammed. I got proof. Send her to court to see either one, she'll pay whatever she took from them, or B, she has to pay a fine. No, she has to be in jail and then pay a fine to get out. You know what I'm saying? Or if not, then obviously she got money. So, but they didn't do that. None of them did. Like, it's 2025. Why are you doing business with celebrities? That's a big red flag. Like, if you're going to do business with somebody, do it with somebody that you know. That's not going to, F you over. You know what I'm saying? They don't do it with a total stranger. Like, you don't even know Cuban Doll. I don't know Cuban Doll. But, like, it's it's a weird place. It's a weird place in time. Scams do go. Scams do happen from time to time. I'm trying to make business with somebody and somebody F's you over. Like if you didn't see the red flags, I don't know what to tell you, man. And then on top of that, when I go to Cuban's page, she somehow makes it to where she could still do these photo shoots with bags and hair. You know what I'm saying? Like every day you see her with different hairstylists. Because the one thing about tourists is they're very private people. Like they don't want you to know what they're doing. They pick and choose. They picky. Like they're not gonna be white. Like they're not gonna be open and honest with you. Well, they're gonna be honest and open, but in the aspect of just by picking what they want, they're very picky. So I could totally see why Cuban Doll does the things that she does. But anyways, it is what it is. But Cuban Doll, if you're listening, please do the 1 versus 20 or 1 versus 20, 1 versus 10 or 1 versus 20 or whatever it's called. Because I want to see it. Because I believe in a couple of more months, she's going to do a full interview with DJ Academics. I don't know when, but she's going to do like an hour video with DJ Academics. So, yeah, but because when you get these 1 versus 20 stuff, celebrities ask you for a lot of money up front. Because you pay in person, you pay through Zelle or PayPal or Cash App or whatever you have. They ask for a lot of money. She was asking for $500K. And then, I couldn't really show the whole video, so I just showed like a minute. And then she said, "Oh, can you pay to get my hair done?" Like, that was a red flag right then and there if he didn't catch on to that. But you gotta know, man. Gotta know how to do business in 2025, man. This ain't 1992 no more. This ain't 1982 no more. 1992. Like things change. So like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, take care of yourself.